There we are.
All right. Welcome back to Inside with Brett Hawke, take 7. I'm a swim nerd. We're all swim nerds. Today on the show, we are talking all about the ISL. We got our boy Sonny from Eindhoven here, who's up there celebrating Peter Van den Hoogenbaan. That's the name of the pool, isn't it, Sonny?
It's the Peter Van den Hoogenbaan Swim Stadium or something like that.
Nice. Oh, you know it's going to be fast then.
I was rewatching Jocko's interview, Brett.
Yeah.
And we should cut a bunch of pieces up from that one, all about how he was coaching Peter Van den Hoogenbaan when he was 15 years old and how he was just 23. And it's just an exciting
Sonny, you got to get a selfie with Peter, man. Get a little selfie, put it on.
I'm hoping he's going to make an appearance at one point, right? Surely.
It's his pool. It's his name. His name's on the pool.
Surely. Yeah. It's quite a cool pool. I've not been here before, but there's like graphics of Peter's times all around the pool and the times he's done at each Olympics and stuff like that. And everyone I've said, like, do you like this pool? They're like, oh, this pool's rapid. I swam here so and so. I swam fast. I've done a World Cup. I've done a Europeans. Everyone's excited about this pool.
Beautiful, man. I can't wait. You got some inside info for us. We got someone just jumped on the live stream here, Nate. We're going to add him in.
Yeah, let's bring him in.
Who is this? Oh, look at this badass. What's up, brother? Turn your camera sideways.
Up, I'm at the gym right now.
Keep it straight up and down.
There it is. Look at that. Boom.
All right, you guys mind if I work out a little bit while we're at it?
Yeah, man, get some work in while we're doing the live show.
Yeah,
Bruno's
told me to jump in the broadcast. I'm the gym right now.
Bruno's going to lift weights while we talking. Okay, good.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about the International Swimming League playoffs.
ISL, mate. Here it is. So, Sonny, all right, here we go. Talk to us, mate. First of all, what's it like being there right now?
Hey, it's really nice. It's fresh. It's blue sky. We're in the Van der Valk Hotel. It's one of the 2 hotels the ISL are using this time around.
I don't know if you should name the hotel. That's probably not the best idea.
Oh, well, too
late.
We'll
that out
it's live. We've got these cool coffee pods. I'm having a coffee right now. But yeah, we got him. It's quite kind of funny because Europeans was literally finished on Sunday and we started coming here on Monday. So a few of the team members from Energy, at least, they've gone home. People like Vicky are doing some press junkets back in Turkey. She's the first Turkish woman to win a European gold medal. So a few guys are still coming today, and we race literally tomorrow. So it's been pretty hectic. Not everyone arrived on Monday, but we had a good showing in the pool yesterday. Some people look excited and fresh. Some have just come off the back and are just swimming down really from Europeans. But yes, it's good, and everyone's glad to be back together. That was the most exciting bit. It felt really good. It's been 6 weeks apart, and everyone was super excited to be back in one place.
I'm expecting to see a lot of fast swims because there were a bunch of world records coming down this past week, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, there were a few at Euros. Mostly 50s, 50 breast, 50 fly.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see Nick Santos racing this 50 fly later at Worlds.
Him and Zabo.
Yeah. That's gonna be a hell of a tie break.
So one of them swims for iron and one of them swims for what? Aqua?
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
Jarbo's Aqua, Iron's Nick.
So when are they actually competing in? Let me see.
Right,
last match.
Oh yeah.
Wow, right at the end.
Wait all month for that one, Bruno.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question there, actually, Sonny. Just straight off the bat, boom, right here. Have you spotted Dressel yet?
I haven't. We're in the same hotel as London and Cali. I've seen a lot of the guys. Again, Cali don't race till they race tomorrow. They race tomorrow, same as us, actually. So you'd think the people, but then again, like you could say that about some of our swimmers who I know are racing tomorrow that won't have been seen in the hotel. So no, I've not seen Caleb.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go down the
but-
list here and go team by team, I think. So
Yeah,
His tattoo is still healing, man.
That's what
Oh,
I
the
would think,
tattoo?
right?
His new tattoo is still healing.
It's a big one.
I've seen him post some. I've seen him post some photos of him training and doing some clinics and stuff. So he's in the water.
what do you know about tattoos, Bruno?
Nothing, man. Hey, as long as he keeps his leg out of the water, it's gonna be all right. Just keep the whole leg out of the water.
All right, let's run through here real quick. Started with the DC Trident. I'm not saying that I went from the slowest team to the fastest team, but maybe I did. So DC Trident, we're losing two big swimmers here. Zappel, of course, and Jacob Pebley, who a lot of people thought had retired, who's going best times in his 100 and 200 backstroke. That's going to be a huge loss. Both of those guys swimming. Zach Apple's on all the relays, and that's what this is what it's all about, right? Relays and sprint. So
Yeah, I texted Zach yesterday, and he said that he's just burnt out. Just needed a break. Really, it's just timing of everything. I guess coming out of the Olympics and then into the ISL, and then some meets he's got coming. I know he's going a world short course with the US, so I think he just said he was burnt out and just needed a break. So Zach is not going to be there. Word on the street, I guess Sonny is Jacob Pebley's not going to be there too. So those two are pretty big hits for that team.
Yeah. Jacob absolutely flew he was great in match one, Naples, and then in the last match he's won PBs, won races, and from what I heard from someone I travelled to Eindhoven with, it was pretty last minute. Like he messaged in the group like last week saying, "I'm not coming. Sorry, guys. I don't know any more on the reasons as to why, but yeah, it looks like Jacob's not going to be here."
Yeah,
I mean that's basically what this entire show is going to be about, right? Who the heck is swimming, who's not? I mean, we can speculate on some of these guys why they're not, but we might be able to hear some rumors going around the pool deck. You got the on the bottom, you got the DC Trident's playoff roster. Any of those names excite you, get you pumped? The
Andreas,
Greek freak for me, Vazet, the Greek 200 IMer who swam for NC State. He's world class. I mean, he could win the whole thing. He just needs to put it together. I haven't seen much out of him so far this year.
He literally just won Europeans like 4 days ago.
No big deal.
Yeah, he's good.
That's awesome. I love that Bruno's just doing lifting weights in the background.
I think this show's elevated to this is a new peak. This is definitely a new peak. I love it.
Bruno, can't you take your shirt off while you're doing this?
Yes.
Let's get serious.
I mean, if you can raise at least $10,000, I'll take my shirt off here right now. Let's do it for a little money.
All right, let's get some money going for Bruno's shirt off while he's lifting weights. Okay.
What about Anna Hopkins on DC? Isn't she, Sonny?
Yeah. That's actually who I flew in with yesterday. And
okay, good. So she's going to be there.
She's fast.
Yep, you need her on the relays. So there's DC Trident. Moving on to Brett's old squad, the LA Current.
Oh, I thought we were going to Iron. What happened to Iron?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Where are you,
Just a
man?
massive skip 3 down the.
Stay on task here.
Nate, come on.
Nate's having a rough morning.
Did you see me exit out right after I got into the live stream too? I clicked some button on my mouse. I don't know what's going on today. My computer clock says it's 12 noon right now. I can't change it. I thought the live stream was an hour from now.
This is the guy that makes clocks, by the way.
I make the clocks. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, Team Iron. Sonny, what do you know?
So I've heard Katinka might be swimming. Not the first match, but like I've heard she's going to be coming and might be swimming. And that's really exciting. Because she's not swum since the Olympics, right? And I've seen a lot of speculation as to what is the state of her swimming and stuff like that in terms of is she going to keep going and she's apparently going to race in Eindhoven. So that'd be absolutely awesome to see if she does. And actually, I think she posted a video of her swimming yesterday on Instagram saying swimming doesn't feel like it used to, or something along those lines.
She actually say that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll read out.
This might be her final goodbye. She hadn't swum all year.
Yeah, but come on, she's been swimming everything and winning everything for the past how many years? At least
Over a
5 or
decade.
6.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
It's been forever.
At some point, it becomes really old. And about what you guys were talking about Zach. I mean, this burnout syndrome, this post-Olympic blues, it's serious, man. I mean, I had it a couple of weeks ago, and a bunch of colleagues of mine had it. So it's all those people who are racing Europeans and ISL and going to Worlds all back to back to back. I mean, that's some hard work. I mean, it's hard to keep up mentally, you know.
Yeah. I guess.
I think that's like been the storyline for sure. Who did we have that on here that Yannick, and he was taking the advice from Yannick Aniel. Aniel kept saying, like, look, man, after the Olympics, I didn't take a big enough break. You got to make sure you take a big enough break. And he listened to him. Maybe it was Tom Dean.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Tom Dean's coming.
Yeah,
Tom
we'll get to we'll get to them. But Iron right now, they got most of the Dutch people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got Santos. Yeah. They got.
Let's go, Nick.
I'm super pumped to see Barb Simonova swim. Whatever she swims, 100, 200, 400, she's one of my up-and-coming swimmers that I've been watching very closely. The boy Matt Richards is swimming. So you got another British boy there that can help in the 100 and the 200. Anyone else popping off on this roster that you're excited to see swim this time?
I think Marco Orsi was. Go on, Bruno.
Leo Santos, you know, the IMer, and he also swims a mean 200 freestyle. I think he's a good piece for Team Iron. He might not be able to win a lot of races, but he scores a lot of points. And he's a kid that we've been keeping an eye on him in Brazil and trying to take good care of him, because we really believe he's going to turn up into like one of the big names very soon.
Right.
Nice insight there.
Sonny, what do you got?
Yeah, I was going to say Marco Orsi. I think he went like 50.900 IM at Europeans to win, which is, I think, 4th or 5th all time behind Vlad, Klim, and Dressel. So that's serious swimming, you know, that's fast. But I've heard he might not be racing first match, so we'll see. But just going back to what Bruno said about the mental burnout and what Zach said to you, we've talked about it a lot in our sort of like WhatsApp chat, and it's sort of like so many people on different levels, because post-Olympics, everyone almost went to Naples, and then everyone's done something different since then. Some people done all 4 World Cups. Some people then went from 4 World Cups to European champs, and then now they're here and they plan on doing Worlds. And everyone takes it different, because some, you know, swimmers have this sort of like mindset that they've got to get a block of work in at some point, and that sort of concerns them that they're not getting the block of work in. Some people want to make some money. Some people, so they're wanting to do all the racing. Some people can't even go home. I was talking to Carl Chalmers yesterday. Like, he didn't really have an option. If he wanted to do Worlds and ISL, he had to stay out of Australia, right? So he's just decided, I'm going to go and do a hell of a lot of racing. But and he doesn't sound like, I was talking to him, he said he's not physically tired, but the traveling's taking a toll on him, living out a suitcase. He was wearing like tracky bottoms in the gym and like a smarter shirt than you'd think you'd wear in the gym. And I was like, what are you wearing, mate? And he goes, oh, I'm just doing dry cleaning. They said they're going to have my clothes till Thursday. You know, this is the only outfit I've got. I said, can you speed it up, sort of thing? And he's like, you know, I think, you know, and it does take a toll, you know, not being home and just sort of grounding yourself for a bit. So, you know, and some people are going to be physically tired, like, because racing every weekend is going to get you as well. So I think the people that aren't coming, I think I saw Zach's text to you, that they're not coming because they don't want to be part of the ISL. They're coming because they need to take care of themselves. I think everyone wants to be here, but I think the people that might, if they don't turn up, they're not here because they just need a rest.
Yeah. And it
Yeah,
doesn't seem
and-
like any of the organizations are working together at the moment. The ISL, the FINA, USA Swimming, governing organizations,
100%.
Australia. It seems like everybody's trying to get their piece of a small pie, but no one's really collectively working together. So the swimmers, I mean, if you want to make money, great, you can make some money. There's no doubt about that. Especially if you're good enough, you can go bang, 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 bang. But you're going to be living out of a suitcase like Tom Shields for 6 months. So, what are you saying,
And
Bruno?
we're talking about a guy who won a couple of Olympic gold medals. That's Zach, right?
Yeah.
No matter how fast you swam, no matter how good your result was. I mean, after 3 Olympic Games, I finally got to get my own Olympic medal, and it hit you the same way. I mean, especially coming out of a year where we had all the COVID drama, and then not knowing if the Olympics were even going to happen. And then, as you said, just going back to back straight, leaving out of a suitcase and eating all that buffet food for so much time. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, because we're definitely privileged to be able to do what we love and race so much and enjoy different places and get to know the entire world. But it does take a mental toll. At some point, you just got to stop and be at home, sleep in your own bed with people you love. So again, these guys have been doing it back to back to back. They're tough. I wasn't able to do it myself. I need my break,
Yeah, fair enough. Well, what else have we got? Let's go into some other teams. Aqua Centurions.
Aqua. They were the only ones that didn't release their roster, so we don't really
I have
have
no
their
idea.
You got no word on that, Sonny?
No word on Aqua.
What's
Yeah.
All right, we'll skip an Aqua then. The big news out of Toronto, of course, is
You just skipped LA now. You wanted to go LA earlier. Now you're skipping
gosh,
LA,
dude.
Nate. Come on,
Nate,
we're on
are you
LA
reading-
now.
someone else needs to take over.
No, Sonny, can you make Nate a little espresso, please? Espresso.
Yeah, a little cappuccino.
Yeah, I'll
Make
put one
him
in
a
for
little
you.
espresso.
Got a little machine here.
Drop a little espresso in there for him. LA Current head coach David Marsh, spoke to him the other day. Didn't really give me the ins and outs, but they have Ryan Murphy back, obviously, which is huge. Christian is coming back for them too. What does it say there? A couple of people are not swimming. Okay,
Yeah, Bronte Campbell's not. I mean, if you're Australian, you ain't coming.
yeah, I think they were having visa issues, or what was happening with them, the Aussies?
I
Why-
just think
why
it's a
aren't the Aussies
quarantine thing for the most part.
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
yeah,
Australia's weird. I mean, part of Australia opened up. I don't know if the whole country did. It's just like state by state. It's hard to figure out Australia right now. And I'm Australian. My parents live there, so I'm like, I don't know what's happening. It's like,
I think Travis Mahoney was saying if he goes back now, he just has to isolate at home, which is not as terrible as having to go to a hotel. Whereas Carl said where he lives, he still has to go do the whole institutional quarantine stuff. That's pretty mentally tough.
For how
That's
long?
crazy.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Come to Florida, man. Come to Florida. We've been
Um,
out of COVID for at least a year now.
Yeah. Well, we had Murph on the show like a couple weeks ago. He talked all about, how he's still been working out. He's still looked like he's been in great shape. So, he's going to be a good addition. And then obviously anytime you can get another sprinter on your team, that's what the ISL is based off of, is sprinting. So, Christian Golomiev is from Greece, and he's been a stud for quite some time. So he's going to help. He's going to help out, but not having Bronte Campbell show up, they needed a breaststroker. I think Coach Marsh was on here at the beginning of the season saying how excited he is to have all these people show up. Obviously, that's not going to happen. He's going to miss out on that on a breaststroker, which they desperately need on the LA Current. But they got some Kathleen Baker still around, and she's been swimming. So
I heard she's been swimming well too, a lot better. So that's good for them. She's back in some good form again.
Yeah, I think you're going to see some good swims out of her, and some other people like that. You know, it's taken a little while to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, I think Beryl's in better form too. I think she's got herself back into some form maybe. So they'll be competitive. But look, it's really coming down to LA and Toronto, wouldn't you think here for that 4 spot, Sonny?
It is. But basically, how they've done these matches, right, is every team has been paired with another team. So actually, what we've got on the side here makes it quite easy because DC are paired with Energy, Cali are paired with Iron, Aqua are paired with. I think Aqua are paired with Toronto and London are paired with London. Yeah, LA are paired with London, and each pair faces one of the other pairs each time. So basically, we're always going to be with DC because we're 1st seed, they're 8th seed. LA are always going to be with London, and London beat LA in the early rounds, and Toronto are always going to be in Aqua, and Toronto beat Aqua. So basically, Toronto have it a lot easier than LA. So as much as they're 4th and 5th, and actually head-to-head, LA might get Toronto. But in all the other matches, it's in Toronto's favour just because of who they're paired with.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because it's about positioning too. You know, whether you finish 2nd or 3rd overall, that makes it tough, right? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, for example, when LA are against like us, they're going to have Toronto in the mix, London in the mix as well. Whereas when Toronto are against us, they're only going to have to beat Aqua and DC. So they'll probably come 2nd versus us, whereas LA will probably come 3rd versus us because we're going to win.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about your team in a minute, mate. Couple of people not showing up. Well, we'll get there in a second. But what about? Let's get to Toronto. What's the word on Toronto?
Blake
Proney. Yeah,
he's injured his knee
in the weight room. Bruno, Blake hurt himself in the weight room, mate. Be careful out there.
It's okay, man. This kid's gonna learn how to live someday.
What are you doing today, Bruno?
I had my fair share of injuries already. I don't think I can injure myself anymore because I ran out of options.
What exactly are you doing in the gym today? Give us a rundown.
We're doing a little bit of a light day today. We're doing a lot of core work with kettlebells. Of course, I did a little heavy weights earlier that have a little hip thrusts and a metabolic set with cleans and jerks. So it's a little bit of the pace of just recovering today. I think in the water we're recovering too, right?
Yeah, today's recovery in the water for us. Yeah. What are you training for right now? Tell everybody.
Right now I'm training to look like an athlete again because 2 months without training after games can make you look like a sedentary person. But right now I'm training just to get back in shape, and we're gonna be racing the US Open in a little over 2 weeks.
Oh.
And then we're just getting to this race schedule with the pro swims until Worlds, and
World long course you're talking about.
Yeah, all long course.
Got that long course mentality, man. I like it.
Long course mentality, man. Nowadays, it's being almost like you build your legacy, you build your name long course, and you make money short course, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's why I don't have any money, man. I don't swim short course.
unless you're American and you don't get picked.
Oh damn! Yeah,
Bruno,
that sucks.
Bruno,
See,
Dax called you fat.
Who?
Dax called you fat.
Well, I bet Dax doesn't want to race me, so I don't know what the hell he's talking.
Maybe if it was a 200.
I was talking to Tom Shields the other day about that, because our governing bodies, they're struggling because swimming is historically a children's sport, right? You don't hear much, I mean, unless we, of course, we're in this swimming world, the circle, and we talk about it daily, but you don't hear about people outside of the swimming world talking about professional swimming. swimming is always that sport that you take your kids to take lessons during summer. You know, it's historically a children's sport. So our governing bodies are also struggling to see our sport as our profession, as something we make a living from. And that's unfortunate, because then you're gonna have criteria like that, right? You're gonna have like the world record holder that just broke a record and he's not selected to go to Worlds, and then he loses chance of making building his name, of making money out of it, and building his legacy in his career. So we still got a long way to go, man. I mean, we're talking here about ISL and everything, and the backstories you hear about, not even the ISL, but all the other tries of making swimming a professional sport. Is just, I don't know. I want to be hopeful about it, but as I said, after 3 Olympic Games, heading to my 4th, and a little over almost, I think, 20 years swimming training, it's hard to be hopeful about something solid and serious coming out of it, you know?
Well, listen, man, we're doing a live show. I don't think 5 years ago this would never have existed, for sure. We've got people from all around the world listening to us right now, so we're moving the needle. You know, there's a lot of great swimming coming up. We're excited about. We're talking about pro swimming. You're in the gym. People are getting to watch you lift live around the world. I mean, come on, man. It doesn't get better than this. So swimming's moving in the right direction. We're getting there. We all know there's more to do and more to get, more to give. But we all love it, man. We're passionate about it, and that's why we're here. You know, Sonny's over in Europe right now. You know, you're down in Florida. I mean, Nate's in Virginia. I'm in California. I mean, look at us. We're here all talking in the same little screen about swimming. It's awesome, man.
Yeah,
love
man.
it.
Definitely, this podcast is some serious content about our sport. You know, it's something that it's been a long time coming. I'm glad we have it.
Yeah. You know, and then we've got great organizations like Swimming World putting out really good information about news, live news. Sorry, Nate.
Yeah,
You know how to make
I
me
think
blush.
that I feel like there's an inside joke brewed here.
All right, let's go to Sonny. This one's for you, I guess. The Stroop waffle. Have you tried that yet?
I don't think I've had the Stroop waffle. I've had these, unless this is it, I've had these little donut balls filled with like all sorts of stuff. We had like an apple strudel one. There was like Kinder ones. There was Nutella Oreo ones. They're amazing. But I've only been into the city once so far. We've got this match to get done, and then we'll have a day off Sunday. And then, I'll be exploring and getting to see the sites a little bit.
Yeah, check it out. All right, what are we up to now? We're up to what? London Raw?
London Raw.
We got the Russian breaststroker coming back, along with the 200 freestyle Olympic champion from Great Britain.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Tom Dean.
What a
They're
legend
in.
coming
Kate
back.
Campbell's out. Another
Adam
Australian
Peaty's not swimming. No way in the world.
Yeah.
was on the roster.
Yeah. Well, that was the other thing we said earlier. Like the rosters exist because we have to commit a certain amount of swimmers, and if we're not gonna, even if we're unsure about if a swimmer's going to show up, we might as well put them on. So London could have put Adam Peaty on or left him off, but by leaving him off, they gain nothing. By putting him on, who knows? Maybe in 3 weeks he'll be like, "Go on, then I'll do it." But from everything I'm hearing around Eindhoven, there's very slim chance of him coming.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine Adam Peaty's turning up. That's not going to happen. But yeah, they got a good team. You know, they're solid, and especially when add those two in there, that's some good stuff. I could see them moving
I
through.
could see him showing up. Rob Woodhouse kind of seemed when we talked to him last month like that might be in the cards.
I have no idea regarding Kirill Prigoda. Like, I don't know Kirill, but a few people that do have said like he's been pretty off grid. Like, he hasn't swum in anything since Tokyo, and no one seemed to know if he's actually going to show up. I've not seen Kirill. No one seems to have. Like, he seems to be a bit of an enigma at the moment.
Well, here's the London Roar roster there on the bottom there. Pretty stacked team. You know, Duncan Scott, Emma McKeon, Guido, who is unbelievable. Bruno, you know him.
Who?
Guido. Give us some info on Guido.
Guido, man, it's an absolute beast. I think he's one of the swimmers that most benefited from the ISL coming up and from this format because yeah, I'm here. I was putting the weights back, and because he's a really good short course swimmer, and he really benefits from this back-to-back racing, you know.
Right.
So I think Guido's always a strong candidate for MVP.
Show us this gym right now. Are you in there by yourself? You got a whole gym to yourself?
Yes, I'm here. It's called G21. It's here in Oakland Park. It's nearby Fort Lauderdale. And I have this little personal training room. There's a squat rack right there. And I got a few mats and balls up here. And there's a Kaiser I use. A little dumbbells all over here. And it's a place I like to come. I usually at that time I have the room all by myself. There's a little turf with a sled outside, so it's a great place.
And one of the most impressive things about you that most people don't know is you've been pretty much training alone for the past 4 years?
Oh no, since late 16. And right now I'm just foam rolling.
5
Since
years,
late
just been
2016.
trained by yourself. It's pretty remarkable.
Training by myself, yeah.
Most
Well, I had
people couldn't pull
Renzo
that
with
off.
me. I had Renzo with me for part of this time, which was a lot of fun. But I just realized that I went through a period of my career where it was necessary for me to be on big teams, and it was extremely beneficial when we were together back in Auburn, for example. But right now, the way I like to train and the way I like to build my schedule, I just rather be training by myself.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong to have someone fast, maybe one or two guys training with me eventually, but most of the time I like being by myself.
Yeah. Cool. Good stuff. All right. Let's move on to Cali Condors here. Nate, what do you know?
They're the champs, man.
Yeah.
It depends on Dressel, you know. If for them to win the whole thing, if he doesn't show up, they're I don't know if they can win. But they got everybody. They got Olivia Smoliga, who's incredible, either backstroke or freestyle in the short events, on the skins, on the relays. She's going to be a big player here this week.
Sonny, what you need to do is some what do they call it? You know, the inside work where you kind of scour the hotel, and if you spot Dressel, just like Bigfoot, just take a photo of him and just put it up on Instagram.
I'll carry a fishing rod around with me just in case. But no, everyone you just mentioned. I've seen Olivia. I've seen Lily. We went to get our COVID test yesterday together. Well, we walked on down the same path. But they've got two new swimmers coming in. It's down the bottom, Hallie Flickinger and Fast Eddie. And they're both like real versatile swimmers who can sort of do a 400 IM in Hallie's case, a 400 free in Eddie's case. And that's where Cali really lacked in Naples. So they're like, as much as they're not sprinters coming in, and we talk about sprinting being important, but these guys are really important. And the 400 IM, the way it works now is you have that first 200 split being scoreable. And Hallie's first 200 is as good as they come, right? She's a 200 fly swimmer. She's a great 200 backstroker. She's going to be first to 200, right? We've got the European champion, Vicky Goons, but she's a breast freestyler. So, as much as she might win the race, she's probably not going to get the 6 points at the 200 split like Hallie can. So they're two real big newcomers for Cali as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hallie doesn't tend to lose. She's those heavy events, like the 2-fly and Eddie Wang, he's still just such a young guy.
Bruno just go to the toilet.
Seeing his 2-fly again.
Oh.
Little bathroom break there, Bruno.
Be careful, mate. You're still alive. Don't go to the bathroom just yet.
I'm getting my snack in now, man. I'm an athlete training. I got my snack in, my protein. Just doing my stuff. I'm having a very privileged spot to watch this podcast right now. It's almost like I'm I'm at front row and I get to give my opinion eventually, even though not always very relevant, but I just get to watch you guys firsthand here, which is pretty cool.
You do. I love it. I told you, I watched this show, Pat McAfee. He does this foot NFL show, and he had
Aaron Rodgers,
Green Bay Packers quarterback, come on every Tuesday, and they talk. And so I was like, Bruno, just come on and chat with people.
Okay, so here what we need to do. We need to find a way of when we get really fast at practice, and that's going to be in a few months from now. I think at least January, February, going to be able to swim really, really fast in practice. We come down Florida or we meet somewhere along the way and we start broadcasting our workouts. What do you think?
I'm all for it. What about everyone in the comments section? You guys want to watch Bruno work out live? I think that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I have no.
Yeah, but you gotta be here. You gotta be here. That way you comment what is happening in the pool, and people get to watch it.
You had me at Florida.
I'm in.
You had me at Florida.
Sonny, what do you think?
Yeah.
I said I'm free in January and February. After Worlds, I've got no plans. I can come and vlog a couple of weeks and stuff as well. If you'd have me, we can do something cool like that.
Mate, there we go. Like, get Sonny out there to vlog that stuff too. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, man, we can get everybody here, and we can actually invite some people, like some of our sprinter friends, and see who wants to come. And we do our own thing here, a little racing in the course of a week.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Brilliant.
Sounds like a lot of fun to me.
We could even go over to see Mr. Troy and Mr. Dressel over there in Gainesville. Wouldn't be too far to go. We could do a little head-to-head one day in practice. Why not? I'm down. Arrange that.
I'm down.
Yeah. Good idea.
Say hi to Ledecky.
Let's do in Coral Springs though. We don't want to. I mean, we need a neutral field. We don't want to go all the way to UF. So let's do it in Coral Springs. It's kind of a neutral field. And we got palm trees. We got palm trees, and it's always sunny, and it's always like it never dips below 65, 70. So it's just perfect here.
Yes. Well, there's Mr. Adrian Crawford over there in South Africa. Amazon Prime, yeah. It's going to be the Inside Prime.
That'd be man. Tell Jeff Bezos to call me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he had my number. So just tell him to call me.
All right, Sonny, we're down to the last team, mate. You have got some inside info here. Come on, spill it.
I just want to talk positive stuff, and the guys have come off an awesome Europeans.
Yep.
The energy's good. People have asked about Chad's knee, so I can talk about that a little bit. He's back in the pool. He's been swimming. He's actually his knee. There's a little inflammation underneath the patella, and it's walking and on land that's causing the biggest nuisance. He's actually been fine in the pool. He's never actually stopped training or swimming. He's been swimming the whole time with a pool boy or a pool buoy, as you guys call them. He was in the pool yesterday with us after his flight. He got in the afternoon, come straight to the pool. So in terms of him racing, it's just how diving feels, really. It's how he can dive. But in terms of swimming, he looks good. He looks sharp and he can swim. So I'll give you that regarding Chad. For this first match, we're lighter on swimmers just because of Europeans and people coming in. So I'll give you that as well.
A word on the street is Flo Manadou is not going to be there for the first match, at least.
Yeah, I think for the first match we're not going to have Flo. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, so you got some work. So what's the game plan then, Sonny? Here in the, over was it 4 matches? What are you hoping to do? Finish first or second in each one, right?
Yes, there's 3 matches, then a final. And again, it's not. There's apparently a press conference going on somewhere in Eindhoven today where they're going to announce all the official ins and outs of the rules, because I can't find, personally, I've not found any information as to say how you qualify for the final. I just presume it's going to be 4 points for a win in each of the 3 matches, 3 points for second, and most points. So that the top 4 point scorers, team-wise, go to the final. So if we come first and second in every match, right, then we go through. This is the first time we face Cali tomorrow. Evgeny was feeling a little under the weather at the end of Europeans. He pulled out the 200 final, but again, he's back in the pool. He's smiling. He's having a laugh with the other Russians. He'll be racing tomorrow. So, Evgeny was a little poorly last week, but he's racing tomorrow. There's no stress regarding that. But it's kind of weird, the first one against Cali. Then if we make the final, we won't be playing them again to the final. So maybe a little taster of what's to come.
Mate, you're really high on Clem. Talk to us about him. Why are you so high on him?
He's a fun guy. He's a real interesting character, and I've not actually seen him since Eindhoven because he's another one of the guys that went home to Moscow before coming. So he's flown in today. So we'll see him later today. But he's just super good, and there's no like big wow factor about anything specific. It's just like it's kind of crazy. You look at someone like even like someone like Bruno behind the blocks, you can see he's a serious athlete. Whereas Klim just sort of looks like he's a big guy, but like in terms of height, but he's not like super chiseled or super anything in particular. But man, he's fast. I mean, last week at Europeans, he went 45.5. He went 22.4 twice in the 50 back. He went a 49.1 in the backstroke, which is not even the best time. Like, I think he had a little shave up for Europeans, but I don't think he had much rest. And, since I first met him, he said, ISL final and world short course is where he's going to swim his best. So that's why I'm excited.
Right. Bruno, do you know this kid, Kalashnikov?
Exchanged a couple words with him here and there, but never had a long conversation with him. But I don't know, man. Trying to say if the guy's a serious athlete or not, but by how his body looks behind the block, it's kind of I mean, he's fast. He's fast.
Yeah, he doesn't have, are you saying he doesn't have any muscles?
Yeah,
No.
You remember Marco Cole in 2015?
Yeah.
He was just soft. The guy looked like a seal. He was just like round. He was soft and world champion. I think Kalashnikov, he's the first sprinter that actually looks like that.
Oh, you
I mean,
might
all the
break
other
Cielo's
spinners,
100 free.
Yeah. But he swims
Sonny.
a serious 100 free. And I think I saw his name on the rankings before with a 21.2 on a 50 freestyle, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Long course?
I don't know because
No.
I remember at some point he appeared on the rankings just with his name just on the side of my name with a 21.27.
Yeah,
So,
there was
I don't
a
know where
mishap on the rankings. It was a short course swim that ended up on the long course. I remember that happening. It was a short course time.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.
I think he's a 21.8. I think he was in the Tokyo semis with a 21.8. I think that's his best long course.
Yeah, but still pretty legit, and he swims 47 lows, And he's a world record. He broke a world record on backstroke, and I mean he's as good as they come. So the guy's insane.
Yeah, I agree with what you said, Bruno. I wasn't having a dig at him or anything. I feel like there's a little bit of a mystery around him because that's more what I was saying. That excites me about him. I love Klim. He's a great guy. He's a fun guy, and he is absolutely a serious athlete. Like he goes hard in the gym. He does core stuff that I've not seen many people do. Like he was doing a thing with an exercise ball for like a minute straight that I could maybe do 2 reps on. And he just kept going, sweating, panting. He's a serious athlete. It's just what you said about Marco as well.
He just enjoys the stroopwafel a little too much. Is that what you're saying?
It's not what I'm saying. No.
No,
but I mean, even if he doesn't look as shred as most of the swimmers, he must be doing something wrong. He's something right about his weight training and his preparation because he's definitely swimming fast.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, I think, Sonny, like one of the best things about watching your videos is getting to see like the Russians, to be honest, because we've had like nothing, right? There's been no interviews. There's been nothing forever. The same thing goes for the Chinese, still the same way. Same thing kind of goes for the Japanese. We don't hear like nothing. There's no interviews. And that's something that we've been trying to strive for, is make sure that we stick to being as international as possible and trying to talk to these people that you can learn from all over the world. Not only learn, but learn just of who they are and what their personalities are like. And you can totally see how funny Clem is as a guy. Like, he seems like he'd be like one of the best teammates you could ask for.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he sat on poolside once in Naples for about 30 minutes with his hand like this, waiting for a butterfly to land on it. He's a character. He's a character. What was it like with the Tokyo team last year, Bruno? How was that? Like,
I like it to be in the team with all those Japanese swimmers. It was very different from everything I was used to. Learn about their team behavior and their culture. Even if I don't think 10-15% of the athletes would speak English. I'm not saying my English is perfect, but I mean, they just wouldn't speak a word in the language. But it was amazing. I love being around most of them. I mean, Shoma Sato and Irie, also Yorimasa Hirai, the coach. So it was really good. I could learn a lot from them. The work ethics of these Japanese swimmers is just insane. It's something, I mean, I've never seen before in a team size, display, and it was really good. I mean, as I said, I was kind of planning of coming back this year, but I just needed my time off. I just needed to blow some steam off, and have my brain ready for what's to come next. But hopefully, I'll be back next year.
Nice, mate. Nice. Okay.
We got Dave Salo tomorrow, so we'll ask him some more questions about his experience coaching the Tokyo Frog Kings and what he's learned, what he's taken away.
And that experience was the first time that I actually got to talk and to chill and to hang with Vlad Morozov. We've been racing together for years, but we never actually had like develop a relationship. And being with him and with Brett Tandy, also with Christian Quintero, we were kind of the sprinters in the team. It was a lot of fun. It was nice to get to know those guys better.
That's pretty cool. A Brazilian, a Russian, a South African. Where's Christian from?
Venezuela.
A Venezuela on a Japanese swim team.
It's almost like one of those. Yeah, it's almost like one of those jokes, a Brazilian, a South African, a Russian get into a Japanese swim team, and
they walk into a bar.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I gotta go right now. Gotta have my lunch, head to the pool, do my swim workout that Brad has written for today, and hope to be back soon. All right.
See you next week. Same time, same channel.
See you, bro.
All right, fellas.
Bye.
Shame we didn't raise that 10 grand there. Sorry about that.
All right. So who are you most excited to watch this week, this month?
God, I don't know. I'm kind of excited about Sarah. Sarah's on her first PB at the Europeans, and Sarah swimming PBs means world records, right?
That's right.
So she's the world record holder in the 100 fly short course, the 100 free. No, not the 100 free short course. The 50. No. Wow, she hasn't got 200 free short course. She's 200 free and 100 fly short course. But the 100 free is definitely possible. The 50 free is definitely possible. And the fun little joke is as well that if Sarah breaks the 53 world record, she beats my 53 PB. That's my only PB that's quicker than a woman's world record is the 53.
God. Sarah's taking you down, hey?
Yeah.
Brett, who you want to watch swim this week?
I'm excited to see, former world. Well, he still has the world record, but former Olympic champion Ryan Murphy back in the mix, mate. Mix it up again here. I think the short course backstrokes right now are just smoking hot. So I mean, Coleman's going to be exciting. I mean, the two that got left off the world short course team, Coleman and Beta, both on our podcast talking about the fact that they got left off world short course with the US, and here they are getting a chance to race for the ISL, and I think those two are going to be exciting. I mean, they're going to throw down, I think. So I think the backstroke races on the men's side, even the women's side, are going to be hot. They're going to be fun races. So, Sonny, how do we watch this thing, mate? Tell me, what have I got to do to watch this?
I'm not sure in America, but we're really fortunate for the playoffs. They've done a lot better job. It's going to be on the BBC in the UK, which is just massive. No one could watch it last time in the UK. And even last season, it was just London matches on the BBC. We've now got every match covered by the BBC in the UK. That's brilliant. I know a network in the Netherlands is also covering it. I'm hoping something in America, CBC, or is it CBS?
NBC.
Whatever the NBC. One of these guys, I hope they're covering it in America. And if not, ISL.global. You can still subscribe on that platform to watch the matches on their own stream. But I'm hoping there's going to be more networks covering it in all the different countries so everyone can watch it because it's going to be good.
Can you talk to the people over there and get some information out about how US viewers can watch this thing? I really want to watch it.
Yeah. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff, boys. Anything else, Nate?
I'm looking forward to seeing Summer McIntosh swim. I'm very bullish on Kathleen Baker. I want to see her bust out of her funk, out of her little injury funk. I want to see Buck off in the 50 free, as long as he gets a good start. There's a lot. Other than that, who's the 400 freestyle guy from the Netherlands who's been swimming really fast? That's young.
Luke Kroon.
That's it. Yeah, that guy. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing him swim too.
Toronto, right? Toronto.
Not exactly your biggest name people, but everyone's gonna want to watch the 100 freestyle. When it's Chalmers versus Dressel, duh. So
and Klim, come on, and Klim 45.5 the other day.
All right, okay,
but he's on the strudels, man. What are we gonna do? It'll be some good racing. Yeah, I'm excited about this actually. I wasn't jumping out of my skin after the Olympics to go into some short course swimming, but now I'm kind of excited for some real fast competitive racing short course leading up to world short course. I think it kind of complements where we're at right now real well. So
yeah, we got all month too. It's not just like a week or a couple days. It's pretty much swimming all month.
5 weeks of world short course.
Then before that is the U.S. Open, which is long course, a little different, but it's in Greensboro, North Carolina.
We'll be there.
We're going to be there.
Yep, we'll be there.
That is our next little trip. For anyone that's going to be on this side of America, we're going to be in Greensboro, watching some long course swimming at the U.S. Open. So come down there and join us if you'd like. Other than that, our sponsors are all right here at the top.
Appreciate the sponsors.
Aquavolo, drag socks, type in Brett, get 10% off. I also have
swimsuit guy, follow him, get the follows. Swim Nerd, buy some clocks. Swim Angelfish, sign up. Superior Swim Time, sign up. Destro, get yourself a power towel. Come on, here we go. Support swimming.
Here it is.
I was going to ask about this. Yeah,
this is my new product. I'd like to thank Felipe Lima for pushing me to make this specifically for
Felipe.
him and the rest of the world.
Felipe.
But
has Felipe got one?
Basically, it's a 6-digit pace clock that comes with a waterproof case that you can put on the side of your lane. Completely waterproof. It's got a rep counter. You can Bluetooth program it with the SwimNerd app. It can tell time. It can do anything you want. It's only $99 right now on my website, and apparently that's low power. So it's out.
It's out.
So
Let's go.
Stocking perfectly, right? Stocking stuffer delight.
Stocking stuffer.
Any swimmer.
That's right.
Are we going to give a couple away on the show?
We're going to give 10 away.
10.
So I'll send the link out. 10 people are going to win one of these things. So all you got to do is sign up. You got to subscribe to the YouTube channel to get some more entries. And we'll send the link out all throughout social the whole entire month. And of course, we'll be talking about it. So yeah, other than that, subscribe to the channel. Keep on listening. We appreciate you. Thanks for all the questions. The comments section has been crazy today. There's a lot of great questions, so we appreciate that. Sonny, get some sleep. Good luck. Looking forward to your next vlog. I watched the first one this morning.
Yeah, another vlog coming tomorrow as well. I've got the already edited vlog tomorrow. And then, yeah, watch us race. Support Energy Standard. Come on, you got to support Energy Standard. That's who I'm with, right? I know Brett's Lele, Current, but Energy Standard. Support us. Watch us. We're racing tomorrow. It's going to be fun.
All right. Later, boys.
See you guys.